It's the countdown to the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, and preparations continue on this edition of the Theme Park Seniors. And hi again, everybody. Welcome back here to another edition of Theme Park Seniors. I'm Dan, along with my wife, Dawn, as everyone is anticipating the opening and the countdown continues for the 70th anniversary of Disneyland.
They sure are. I know we are. I got a counter on my phone now, so we're literally like chomping at the bit. We can't wait to go.
But as the date continues to move closer and closer, there's still some things around the park that need to be wrapped up as far as work goes. And we'll kind of take a peek at some of those things still going on.
Yeah, they have the Snow White wishing well there by the castle onto the one side of it. They've taken the top off, which is like the roof, which I don't know when the last time it was maintained.
I don't know.
So I think it probably was in dire need. So that is currently being maintained right now, and so Snow White still is there. She greets guests kind of more by the railing with the castle in the background. But the project doesn't look like it's going to take that long, so it should be up and running in no time.
No, and the reason I don't think it's going to take too long is they didn't do anything to try to cover the top of the roof of the fountain.
Yeah.
So they've just left it with just the supports there where the roof will go back on. I think that should be back on here very, very soon as for those folks who enjoy the wishing well back in that area by the castle. The other thing we wanted to talk about is this past weekend that the Disneyland Railroad and monorails reopened. And the first thing you'll notice when you go into the railroad, especially at the New Orleans Square station, is that building that caught fire 2 years ago on Christmas Eve is gone. They've removed the building as kind of has been an eyesore with construction walls up around it here for the last couple of years. Now, there is still a building there that you will see in that area. However, that has nothing to do with the railroad. That's actually part of the show building for Haunted Mansion that's back there as well. So there's no talk, at least not yet, of them replacing that building. That building housed some electronics and communications needed to run the railroad when there was multiple trains running to make sure they kept proper spacing and proper timing at all the different stations. That's what was in that building. So if you look down the road as technology has improved over the years, I seriously doubt they're going to replace that building.
Well, and not only that, but they have been running multiple trains as well. And I'm thinking they're probably going to put something like, trees, bush, something up there so it doesn't make it stick out so much.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Another thing we've been talking about is Grizzly River Run. That is currently under construction. They are doing extensive work on that ride. And so the bottom of the final drop, that's where they've had to, because of all the excess splashing from that being that drop, that they've had to rebuild that one wall. And so they've been working on that, and then it's being built back up. So it should plan on opening up on the 13th of March, which is right around the corner.
Absolutely. So the other thing that the people have really enjoyed here of late is the new Madame Leota's Somewhere Beyond shop at the exit of the Haunted Mansion attraction. Well, a few weeks ago, when some of the light rains started to fall around Southern California, they discovered that the water was running down into the front of the store, down off the hill as you climb up to get up toward old Critter Country, now called Bayou Country. The water would run down that hill and it was running into the front of the store. They put up some construction walls. They sandbagged the front of that store. And drainage work has begun and is currently underway to try to get that done. In fact, recently they've moved the walls out farther into the walkway so they have more room to work to try to get that done. And hopefully that'll be done before too long, as a lot of the folks have enjoyed Madame Leota's store since it opened here recently.
Yeah, they have. It's very interesting. We look forward to going in it, and I'm just wondering if it's going to take that long like they did with the bathrooms over by by the
No.
by Jungle Cruise? Because
No.
aren't they still up over there?
Yes, the construction wall is still up over by those other bathrooms, and that's been a couple of years now as well.
So I would hope it doesn't take that long.
No.
For that one. So we have here's a quick tidbit on Carthay Circle Fountain. It's done. It's two whole days is what it took. There was some rust there that they had to take care of, and so they basically drained it, they fixed it like down for 2 days. Now they have the walls and scaffolding up around Carthay Circle, the restaurant and lounge area for the building, and it looks like they're doing just a nice fresh new coat for the anniversary on that as well. And so that's what's going on with that right now. Now it's still open.
Yes.
So, yes, but they're just doing a new coat of paint on there and making it look good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, you got to spiff everything up the best you can for have a big party, especially the 70th anniversary festival that's going to last some 16 months. So you don't want to be tearing stuff up and during this festival time. So you got to try to get all this work done in before the festival starts coming up here in the middle of May.
Yeah, because it's going to be crowded a lot. I mean, it's going to draw on a lot of people. So I'm sure the parks will be maxed out, especially on the weekends.
And finally, the last thing we want to talk about here on this edition of Theme Park Seniors is the work continues at both of the main entrances, both for Disneyland and for California Adventure, as they're trying their darndest to get those new gates installed and get them to work. If you haven't seen them, I'm sure you have, like the old turnstiles that had the bars you'd walk through and they would roll. These new gates are more kid-friendly, from what I understand, where you scan yourself in and they're just clear pieces of plexiglass that swing open, and it's not having anything you have to walk through. And so apparently that's more conducive for some of the kids.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I don't like those turnstiles either. They're not fun to go through even as an older person. But yeah, I definitely think it'll make it look a lot better too.
Right.
In the front as well.
So they have the gates and they have the new gates installed. It's to getting the technology to sync up to where they'll be able to go in and out. And once they get that done and that figured out, all those other construction walls outside the main entrances will come down as well. All right, so next time here on Theme Park Seniors, when we join you, it'll be time for Season of the Force. Star Wars nights coming here to Disneyland. So make sure you have your lightsaber all charged, as Season of the Force will be here before you know it.
Yep, that's right. We're looking forward to that one. We thoroughly love Star Wars.
All right, that's on the way next time here on Theme Park Seniors, and we'll see you then.
Bye-bye, everyone.